Look, man, the sort of lifestyle which I've lived today in the past few days, where you're awake during the night and tired during the afternoon, is terrible. It's not fun. It's not what life could be. I know what it's like to be on both sides, where you slept early and you also got up early because you went to bed early, and your habits in the evenings are healthy enough for you to be able to do that and have the rest of the day after, and then the day after and after. When the cycle keeps going, that your days are healthy. You set aside so much time on your hands that days just on average at least they're going very well to your standards. I've lived that sort of life, and I think now that I've had this reality check and got the tablet as well, that I can use to help me with the productivity, because even after getting it today, I know I really like writing on it, and I like drawing on the screen. I know I like drawing on the screen. I can use that to help me instead of being on the phone all the time watching YouTube. Not all the time necessarily, but most of the time, and having a distracted mind. Which actually brings me on to something else, which is a tip that I give myself. And that tip would be to stay still. It may sound a bit odd, but let me explain. So, I was watching this YouTube video, yeah, and the video was based on someone that had ADHD, right? This person had ADHD, and on one half of the video on the left, this person was watching a maths video, and on the second half on the right, this person was watching Star Wars. Now, on the left, when he was watching maths, he was spinning his chair around and around and around. But in the Star Wars video now, he's just still focused, concentrated. Now, now that I've seen that video, I can see myself doing that. I don't have ADHD, but I notice when watching YouTube, I'm not really moving anywhere. I'm just focused on that one thing. Maybe it is focused on me by getting an algorithm that makes me more likely to want to stay on because of watching videos that I like, and then the algorithm does the job for you. It puts it puts you in a position. Sorry, no, you put yourself in a position by watching it. You put yourself in a position where you click on videos that you like, or at least want to watch, or at least have something to do with what you've got going on, right? So you keep on watching those videos, the algorithm adjusts to similar videos, so you keep on clicking, and then you get this, an addiction that lasts for years and an inability to concentrate. I don't think YouTube really care about that, to be honest. I mean, it's not their responsibility to care about the mental health of the consumers, because they, rightfully so, can argue, well, how much or the amount that a consumer watches our content is up to them, is completely up to them, regardless of whether they find it difficult to come off. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's up to you. If you ever believe that you have a YouTube addiction, like I've believed, I've had a YouTube addiction, and I still watch YouTube a lot, so I could argue that I still have one now. And that's probably not making it any better, to be honest, because saying that then just further engraves that belief into my head, in which I actually have behavioral patterns or live my life in a way that further carries that on, because I say it and have said it in the past and have believed it. So when that happens, it then continues. What you get grows. What you feed your mind and what you do, that shit, all of it, it all grows, regardless of whether you want it or you don't, rationally speaking, right? For me, for example, I've got this body transformation journey going on. I've been going for 6 months, and that therefore has grown, and it's still growing. I'm not at that same position that I was at 6 months ago, on the 21st of August 2021, and all of the days behind it. I'm not in that same position. I'm in a much healthier position. I'm eating foods that are much healthier for me. Look at this. Oh, wait, hold on. There you go. And then I have some egg, spinach and tuna, which I didn't completely eat from noon. So, what you feed grows, right? It's been 6 months and now I'm eating the sorts of foods that I've just shown there. And I'm now following Fit P Jaff's advice, or sorry, not advice, what he says he does in terms of eating routine. 60 days clean and then 2 days unhealthy, where he just gets to eat whatever he wants. I'm going to try that out as a part, sorry, I'm going to, I am trying that out as a part of finding out what works for me. And I think that's going to be the one. After 6 months of going, I genuinely think that I've found something eating routine wise that's going to work for me, and that's going to allow me to take my physique to the next level. Speaking of, I think that when it comes to physique, I'm just on the I'm not sure if the cusp is the word, but I'm just about before being able to very visibly see my abs. That's what I think, because the pictures that I'm seeing, and I'm comparing them to 2 weeks ago when I made a serious talk, or it may not have been 2 weeks ago, but it was either 2-3 weeks ago, right? I made a video and a serious talk when I took photos of myself, or after I took photos of myself, sorry. And I had gained a lot of weight over the past 4 weeks. So I explained that. And now, because I know I'm serious and I'm genuine with my intentions with wanting to eat healthy and transform my body and my life, I've now got to this point where I'm now staying much more consistent with my eating habits. And perhaps that's the lesson that I could give myself with productivity. The shit's going to take time. Improving that skill is going to take a lot of time, especially when I've had many, many, many years before it in which it's been a shit steak, or a shithole, whatever you want to call it. It's only now 6 months where I believe, even though I've seen results in the past where I think I found the one. I found the, not necessarily, no, actually, sorry, I take that back. Where I think I found at least one thing that's going to really, really, really take it to the next level. Only 6 months later of barking up at this tree, I think it's only now that I've found something that I can stick to and go back to when I want to try new things, because I know it'll work. There's no way it can't. 2 months, 2 months and 1 day, you're eating clean straight. 2 months and 1 day straight, I'm eating clean, and I'm not seeing results. No, that's BS. There's no way that's not happening. And let's talk about that again. Or let's carry on talking about that. There's another thing that I'd want to say. I'd say, if I don't track now and I don't see the skinny guy with abs physique that I'm looking to get in the short term, I've at least, within this 2 month period, I've at least fixed something. I've at least done something. I have at least fixed my eating habits. By 2 months, you're eating clean for 2 months. There's no way that's not gonna stick. There's no way that's not gonna stick, even somewhat. There's no way it won't. I would have just gone for too long. I would have just gone through too long for it to not happen. So, if there's anything that I want to tell myself now when it comes to improving productivity and actually do what I set myself and concentrating on it, it'd be to not only focus the mind, but to just stay still and not move. Just don't move. Just stop going all over the place. Like, what are you doing? Why are you walking? Why are you walking all over the place so much? Why are you on the phone where you know you can't? Why are you on the phone? If you want to do what yourself, you go on the laptop. It doesn't make sense. Why are you on the phone? Sure, I've got a routine on there. I've got a routine on the phone, but I also have a routine on the tablet. I also have a routine on the laptop. There's no need to be on there. Speaking of, I've just had an idea. I can use the tablet instead of the laptop if I want, because the tablet basically is a fucking PC. It genuinely could be more advanced than the laptop I have. It genuinely could be. So yeah, my tips for improving productivity would be to remember that we're in it for the long run, the rest of my life, and to also remember that it's going to take time. Going to the gym and lifting heavy weights. It's only now that I'm really starting to see improvements in strength, like being able to lift 25 kilograms on a bicep curl when it was tough to do 15. Like, it takes time. It's half a year, only half a year, and I think, only half a year, and now it's only now that I think that I've found something that's going to really, really take me to the next level. But going on that again, you have to bark up that tree. You have to stop watching all of those productivity videos. Limit the use, man. Limit the use. You have to limit the use, because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to stay in this cycle, man. Something has to change. Look, I've been given a reality check. It was 3:15 to 3:30 in the afternoon, and I was feeling tired. I was feeling slightly tired, but now it's like 8 to 9, and I'm not feeling tired because I'm making this video, and I'm not really focusing on it. I've gone too far to not want to do it. I've gone too far to not want to carry on going. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a new clip because I've just forgotten what I was gonna say. But yeah, I want to make another one.